Okay, it's Bob Frizzell for the Reality Game, and I do want to recall to you the incidents that I have given over the years about people who are generally naysayers when it comes to the idea that we might actually have in our lifetimes first contact with extraterrestrials, that is, beings from another world. And why is that? It's simply because if you look at the number of stars in the night sky, there are so many. The chances that there aren't advanced civilizations with things like warp drive, star drive, or wormholes or stargates, the chances are more likely that there are in an infinite universe. So I'm still on record as expecting that we are going to have first contact, and it is going to be worldwide. The governments may not acknowledge it, but when you see, when you see things that that your eyes see, and you talk and you hear these experiences, are you going to say it was like a group dream because all the people on my block saw the same thing? These are the kind of contacts we're expecting. Not through the government, because the government is untrustworthy, and it's only when it becomes so unbelievably obvious that this is going on that perhaps the government will finally break down and cry and say, I know, we tried not to tell you because, it was just because of War of the Worlds in the 1930s with Orson Welles, when everyone was scared by the so-called radio drama that people thought was real about the invasion from Mars. And ever since then, people were already too stressed out about nuclear wars and things, and the Russians, and basically, and then, so we just didn't want to talk about it and say it was real, because we didn't want to scare you any more than you're already scared. And the idea that there was hostile aliens, like, the evil emperor from Star Wars, it's just too much for people. They're just going to freeze. So that's what the government's official story is going to be, and it's pretty much a good story. So, in any event, I just wanted to get on record because, DJ Uncle, who was talking earlier about these kind of things at the house, is not me. I'm Bob Frizzell, and DJ Uncle doesn't even work for me. DJ Uncle is a bit of a morose person. That is someone who always expects the absolute worst to happen. And then he's going to use statistics to say, well, even if it doesn't happen for 20% of the people, it's going to happen for 80% of the people. And he's going to say, well, 20% of people who use psychedelics that have a bad trip is too high a number for me. And for Bob Frizzell, that's an argument that even Bob Frizzell is going to say, yeah. Even Bob Frizzell is going to say, we do not want open market access for hallucinogenics. It's not safe. And I don't know if it's 20% or 12% or 100%. I don't want people having bad trips on psychedelics, period. And in controlled, I don't care. You don't know what people are going to experience when you give this to people. Whether you're a doctor in the future when they make these things more available in hospitals, or whether you're I don't know, maybe you're growing cactus in your backyard or something. The whole point of the matter is we do not want to initiate mental issues with anybody. We do not want to have people experiencing unbelievable horror. And we do not agree with the idea that somebody that does use these things and gets caught, we don't agree that they should be jailed. The current laws are ridiculous, and they don't work. We just don't want official government approval of these things. And maybe they should be education classes on these things from many different perspectives in the schools, starting at about grade 5. Because it's a huge problem in our world. Drug addiction and mental problems and the fact that people cannot handle the stress of living in a capitalist world where so many people are living in poverty globally. It's a fucking disgrace. Anyways, I have to go on record. I'm Bob Frizzell, the producer here of The Reality Game.